Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check brought to you by BB. There is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about markets. Welcome, guys. I'm Snorlax or Tommy. It depends on what day I'm choosing to go by, whatever. But I'm of course joined by Max and Louis Tuesday. We should be joined by Tucker here shortly as well. Welcome to you all. I hope the audience has had a phenomenal start to the week. Yesterday's show, I kind of made a joke. You know, what a day to talk about markets. I think it's really going to be a theme for the week, right? What a week, what a time to talk about markets when you've effectively broken out and are entering. Or I mean, we are in price discovery for things like Bitcoin, Solana, Coin, MicroStrategy. It's only a matter of time before some of these altcoin markets begin to catch up to a more meaningful degree. We see that outperformance. Obviously, we kind of need Bitcoin to stop siphoning up liquidity. But as we have said before, that tends to be a bullish order of operations for both assets above anything. But before we can talk about that, before we can talk specifics about Bitcoin, about ETH, and about all of your favorite altcoin charts, guys, you know what I am going to ask you. We would love if you could hit the like button for us. You all did an exceptional job yesterday. I just want to say that. I want to highlight the effort that you guys put in yesterday. Shout out to Louis for cracking the whip a few times. But we're always appreciative when you guys smash that like button for us. And as Max always so eloquently puts, the YouTube algorithm, the gods, the algorithms, whatever it is that are watching our channels, they do require the like button to continue promoting our channel. So if you guys could do the needful for us, we will do the needful for you and look at these charts. And hopefully, you know, any and all of your altcoin charts on today's show. If you have suggestions, fire away in the comments. As always, try not to keep them out of that like micro cap territory. We'll try to look at all your coins. And maybe all your assets if you like equities. But let's set the stage for the show, guys. I mean, because yesterday we pumped, I guess overnight, we came about 20 to 30 points away from 90K per Bitcoin. The bankers did not want us to have the screenshotable round number just yet. But I do think, you know, we continue to see a market that is led by Bitcoin and also majors. Select altcoins have shown strength, but I still think the moves that are brewing in altcoins haven't even begun yet, right? Bitcoin has taken the onus. It's taken the lead. It almost hit 90K. Maybe we start to see it cool off and vertically accumulate as it loves to do after a huge Chad candle. And then that could give breathing room to some of these altcoins to see more meaningful moves, something like an ETH, and then obviously these meme coins as well. But I don't think we're too far away, given the current context. And as I highlighted on our Discord call this morning, I mean, how can you argue against Bitcoin, Solana, Coin, and MicroStrategy all entering price discovery, and along with ETH breaking a 6-month downtrend? Those things alone are very bullish for structure and price. But when you accompany them with excessive volume, which we have had, and I believe that Bitcoin ETFs yesterday had about $6 or $7 billion worth of inflows. That speaks for itself, in my opinion. There's clearly a lot of interest and demand for the crypto asset class at present. And when you couple that with a backdrop in equities that appears to be very risk on until at least at some point in Q1, we can talk about that potentially on the show. But I mean, equities appear to be very risk on for multiple months now. That is a very favorable and positive backdrop, not just for Bitcoin, but also for all the risk assets contained within crypto. So with that said, I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on the market. Obviously, Bitcoin cooling down a little bit today. Not surprising, given we had, was it a 10K candle that we had yesterday? I mean, sickening, man, sickening. I remember in 2021, that was like right when I was getting into the space. I think Bitcoin had just probably put in maybe its first 10K candle ever right around the Tesla announcement. And now you have John Brown tweeting out 3 or 4 years later, we're going to need to get used to 10K candles. I want y'all's thoughts on that statement, along with, of course, you know, what could be setting up here over the next few weeks. What's up, guys?
Well, real quick, guys, real quick. I mean, we are putting in the first like red daily candle in like a week. and people are in shambles already. Like from
Pack it
what
up.
people
Pack it.
calling top, it's a bear
They
trap.
want the top of all coins.
First of
Tucker.
all, the
This is
bull
what they
trap.
do.
Yeah. I mean, I get if you long the top of an altcoin yesterday, you might be having a tough time, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna
Shine
be
is
okay.
right.
Shine was right. There he is. Oh, he's gonna victory
Right
lap.
on cue.
We're down 2.5%, and he's gonna victory lap.
Yeah.
Um,
10K Bitcoin candles. Who could have foreseen? Oh my gosh. Love to see it.
Well, I think we're about to enter a bear market, man. I mean, this is biggest bull trap I've ever seen, but they won't trap me.
yeah.
I mean,
What do you got here, Louis?
if you actually zoom out, like I know last like week or so has been pretty crazy. A lot of people are making money. Bitcoin has been, putting in meat sticks. But I mean, really zooming out and looking at the overall cycle, like we're like here. We're like here.
Mm-hmm.
We are here. So I know things seem frothy and things are stuff's already popping off way higher and faster than we could have expected. But it's times like these where you need to zoom out, calm down, look at the data, and just hold on, right? Because we have a long way to go, in this Bitcoin and crypto cycle. A 1,000-day cycle is usually what we get from cycle low to cycle high. Will it be the same exact thing 3 times in a row? Who knows? I don't know, right? But it's data that we have, and we could use that to our advantage to get an idea of how long this will play out. And as you could see, we are not even close to our 1,000-day, 1,050-day time horizon here. And if you're just looking at it as zoomed out as to when, Bitcoin breaks its old all-time high, like, back here we did that, but we also went another 3 to 4x higher. Here we went 10x higher, right? So although the local price action, even on the daily chart, like Bitcoin looks like it's going vertical, but this can go on a lot longer and a lot higher than most people expect. And I'd rather say that on a red day than a green day because people will actually probably listen. But I mean, it's just playing out beautifully. But, until we get to at least Q1, Q2 of next year, I don't think there's any reason to worry about the
Dude, what is the obsession with trying to like call the top that people have? It's like a weird neurotic fetish that they like want to call the top every time we rally. I don't understand it. Can someone explain it to me?
It's just clout, man. They want the
I think
clout.
it's kind of like a symptom of X, right? Like you see all these people who they're making money and they're claiming clout.
Yeah.
And somebody just wants to pick up clout.
Yeah.
Or like they just want to be right publicly in front of a lot of people. And
yeah, like I get it. I got a wife, right? I'm never right at home, right? It's okay. But on Twitter, I could be like, look, I called it, like give me my recognition. I think it's just that innate human just want to call something and be correct and get applauded and your back patted, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
I get it, man. Like I get the clout thing.
Yeah.
But like, how can you as a man look at an 8-month range with a meat stick breakout and be like, time to call top?
At least if you're going to try and be right about something, like go with the trend. Like your odds are way more in your favor if you say, I think Bitcoin's going to keep going up over the long term because the trend is your friend right now. Trying to step in front of a multi-year uptrend at this point is just silly. And it's just a way to lose money or continue to be incorrect. You know what I mean? The trend is your friend until the end. It is what it is.
Tucker,
I need
tread
someone to
lightly,
console
bro.
me. I need someone
tread lightly. That line is fake. You are fake news. You are fake news. That's not a real line.
It's
You know
a
that,
real line.
You know that picture of the chick yelling on the airplane? She's like, that motherfucker is not real.
Yeah,
That's me with that line, bro. That line is not real. Get rid of it.
So real, man. But here's the alternative, right? Okay, so it called the top in March. Our altcoins didn't top till like 2 months later. So either way, altcoins are gonna run. Now, if you break it, okay, so basically altcoins took another 75 days to send. And so here's my thing. I'm fading this, of course. Like the top is not in. We just had an election, like, whatever. But I also faded it in March, and that was indeed the top. So, but if we break the line in the next 75 days, I mean, that's like you're talking about like super cycle type stuff. If you break this line that's called the top on Tether dominance and on Bitcoin for the last 7 years, so
Is that on
if
log?
I
or
think if
linear?
you break, this is
That's
on
linear.
linear, brother. This is on linear.
Which is why
The
it's
problem
invalid.
though is that the problem though is that as Tether's market cap goes up, the moves to the downside needed to pump crypto are less and less, right? Which is probably why it works. But yeah, it's gonna break. It's gonna break in a big way, in my opinion. But just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, I'm sure we could see some sort of reaction here, but dead can't bounce, dribble, roll over. See you later. But
I mean,
what
anyone who's
happens when that
bearish-
trend line breaks?
Anyone who's bearish, like this is literally your only bear kit. Like this is your only hope right here. Okay. Like I don't want to hear any other technical things about being bearish. Like this is it for you. So if this breaks, you are cooked if you're bearish, and I think it will. So
yeah, I mean, I almost wonder if that could be broken simply from boomers. The boomer bid.
probably, bro.
Right? Like, what if
Break
Bitcoin
together.
dominance or ETH dominance, two things kind of chat in unison, and that breaks USDT dominance down because the market capitalization of bigger assets than USDT dilute it or dilute dominance lower, and then you obviously get the inevitable rotation into altcoins after that.
Yeah. Also, Dorito just brought up something. He said it looks like TLT, and he is not wrong, man.
I've got a
That's
plan on TLT.
crazy. That's crazy. It does look like TLT, bro.
And that just chopped through like butter.
I mean, yeah. So here was the line on TLT. Basically, was like
That's hilarious.
something it really does, though. It really does look like TLT. I mean, you could draw this.
So how does also, because I mean, Tether is obviously the daddy stablecoin right now of crypto, but like, I mean, USDC's got to be eating into the market share. You have other stablecoins coming on to the scene. How does that affect this chart?
You can add all the stablecoin market caps together. Like you can add Tether market cap, USDC market cap, DAI market cap. You can add them all together, and it basically paints the same picture.
Well, that's the market cap. You mean dominant?
The dominance of all. I mean, that's fine too, but you could.
Well, would you do .d or would you do divided by?
Yeah, no, do .d.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's basically the same thing, and that's probably a more like accurate. I mean, it's just because you want to get the full picture, right? But Tether dominance works just fine, because it's so much bigger than the other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's very similar.
I think TLT is going to make a new low, actually, next year.
It's like the Norman Rockwell meme. You standing up. TLT has not bottomed.
TLT has not bottomed.
Yeah, literally.
Wait, why though?
Why? Because I play patterns.
What does that? What does it imply? What does it imply?
I don't know what it implies. I think it just means people are fleeing duration and heading into risk assets. there's no reason to hold duration bonds when you think that inflation's probably going to flare up still, right?
Yeah.
At least I think that's probably like a theme that we see happen more in 2025 than right now. But there's not
you
really
have to assume, Tommy, if they're gonna keep cutting rates, TLT shouldn't like nuke, unless people are just not interested in like 4%, 5% at all. If they think we're gonna melt up, then I guess why would they hold any duration at all?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my thinking. There's no reason to hold it. Risk assets are going to outperform TLT. What's probably going to happen? I think you could have painted a picture for the TLT low to be in if we had broken out above $100 in September, but we didn't. We rejected it. It was a pretty clean. I mean, it's a pretty bearish looking reaction, quite frankly. Now I think you'll probably see like a controlled downtrend into the TLT contract lows, actually, around like 80, maybe like 79 before a bounce.
I mean, you very well could be like, you could be like right here. Honestly,
I think buying bonds or buying duration will be more of like a 2026 thing at this point.
I really think you're probably like right here on dominance, man. You're gonna get just destroyed. You know what I mean? Like that's your last little like, you know, you had these up here, and then you had like these up here, and then this low popped on a low time frame, right? Popped. I think you're just gonna melt through this. Yeah. Crazy comparison, USDT dominance to TLT, but
Bro, Tether dominance has a date with 2%.
yeah,
that's fate. You can't fight fate. You can only fight fate for so long, man. That thing is.
Well, yeah, of course.
Draw the Chad line. Draw the Chad line, Tucker.
The Chad line.
The Chad line. Yeah. Study that. The Chad line. Would you bid that shit coin?
I mean, no, it looks terrible.
It's like terrible.
If you inverted it, how good would it look? If you
inverted it? Thank you, Tommy. Shove that, bro.
So good,
Shove
man.
It.
Yeah,
that's really the setup those just moved out of.
Man. Yeah, I like that.
As soon as it clears like 5%.
What happened to PAL today? Oh my gosh.
They did something.
Minus 52% today.
What?
Bro, what happened?
Oh, you got to reinvert it. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's on the weekly. I mean, we've been saying most of these AI tokens that aren't Tau are almost like always pure grift. So it's like we all know AI is going to appreciate a ton, but it's difficult to pick winners because no, it's difficult to pick winners in AI because like there's just so few things that are actually like quality. And I say quality with something like Tau. There's really not that much built on it, but like, yeah, I mean, you have NVIDIA in equities. SMCI just tanked. It's kind of like one or two horses in each major asset class. AI is still like we haven't even seen in my opinion, the big AI innovations that the market's going to be able to capitalize on.
Yeah, do you know what happened with them though? Like they, I think they proposed like merging with like the FET and Ocean and all those guys, and announced that they're planning to merge with FET.
No way.
Yeah, basically.
You know what what FET's name is now, right? It's like the griftiest name ever.
Yeah.
Or like
Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance.
Dude, that is a grift.
That's the most Disney Mickey Mouse name I've ever heard, man. Who came up with that?
Super intelligence.
VCs who just wanted to keep selling their token to you.
Yeah.
Bro, what boardroom of dweebs came up with that name? That is...
that's pretty bad.
That is not good, man.
Yeah, and it was at a premium. You'd have to like buy your FET at a premium once they merged. Like it was a terrible. So everybody just yeeted. Everybody yeeted.
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Oh no, it's over.
That's why we like meme coins, right, guys?
No.
Oh man, I knew you had that horizontal, or not that horizontal, that diagonal drawn somewhere.
Tucker, get rid of
course,
those lines,
bro.
bro. I'm sick of you and your lines today,
We
bro. These
knew.
fake lines.
We knew that it would play, man. We knew that it would
I
play.
choose to ignore, bro. I choose to ignore.
But this is what's gonna happen. We're just gonna do this for a little bit and then just do that.
Yeah.
And your altcoins are gonna send during this.
Yeah. That honestly, that's what, like, when Bitcoin consolidates and like gets price acceptance to like above like 85, 86K for like a couple days, like alts are gonna start sending. Like alts don't necessarily need Bitcoin going up in a straight line. Like it's honestly better off if Bitcoin consolidates for a little bit and you let people take profits and rotate that money into alts. That'd be really helpful.
We should probably go retest the bull market support band, right?
Yeah, right.
Just kidding. Not gonna happen.
I'm already seeing some crazy drawings out there on Twitter. Like straight down, then back up. Like I don't understand. Like
I mean,
The boomers just bought $6 billion in Bitcoin.
Yeah,
That's
like
one day.
they're all going to sell it tomorrow. I mean, honestly, yeah, they got a 5% profit. They might sell.
I mean, the
Usually
sniper has not called top, so we're good.
Usually I would call inflows kind of a meme, but it's like, how do you argue against 6 billion in one day of inflows, man? That's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So how many billion of outflows would you need to get that move straight down in one day? Like a lot.
All right, here's all you need.
I think people are just so used to seeing overheated funding and people winning on leverage that it's just like incomprehensible that we haven't rinsed it out yet.
Just study the moving averages. It's all you need, man. It's all you need.
Curling up.
This little speck of red. This little speck of red. I mean,
yeah.
It's spaghetti.
It's time. It's literally time. Louis. Yeah, I mean, wait, what's okay.
I mean, equities went up so much so quickly. It's only natural we have a bit of like a cool off day in the same way that Bitcoin is right now.
Yeah.
I really think Tuesday, right, Tommy?
Yeah, it is. So we see a little mean reversion naturally. A lot of that is options driven, vol shorters. We hate them, but sometimes we love them. Right now, I mean, the S&P is at what, 6,000? 6,000 is the biggest level for gamma in the S&P. If you flip that, you are going to rip face. I kind of think what's going to happen is you grind a little bit higher into the middle of the month, maybe pull back into like 6,000 and then just keep going higher into January and February. Like equities really should be very cut and dry over the next few months.
Damn. Jackus was right on the DXY.
Yeah, it's up only.
The interesting thing about the DXY is that it's ripped a lot, but markets have kept moving higher.
Yeah, by the way, that happens like every cycle where right as Bitcoin's basically getting into price discovery, you see a DXY rally, basically a giant DXY bull trap above the high. And then it just nukes after that. So we'll probably, I mean, I don't see why at this point we don't go to like 108, 109, you know?
Fill that FEG.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have PPI and CPI tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. It's just I don't care about that stuff anymore, but you should get a reaction on the dollar. But I mean, if they're gonna keep cutting rates, like what are we talking about? The dollar's going lower. I don't care what the TA says, you know.
Yeah. That liquidity is up there. It's been up there. Maybe we still tag that FBG, but I'm definitely not expecting new highs on the dollar.
No, I can't see it going past that high. Unless we're entering like a whole new regime of like dollar regaining its power somehow.
Dollar up, market melt up simultaneously. I don't even know how that could happen, but that would be super cool. As somebody who likes to travel abroad, I'd love that.
Yeah, right.
What do we think about Doge today, guys?
Local
Still
top.
just trading like Bitcoin beta at this point, but do we think $1 before the end of the year is feasible?
Before the end of the
Before
year.
the end of the year? Ooh.
I don't know about all that. I mean, if it keeps trading like this, maybe. But
Well, I wonder if Bitcoin is going to start vertically accumulating, maybe doing a little bit of chop around these price levels. Maybe Doge does the same. You know, it's the Bitcoin of memes.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like just viewing it as the Bitcoin of memes going forward is going to be the easiest way to frame what Doge is doing on like a daily and weekly basis.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about $1 before end of year, but definitely Q1. Definitely Q1. But Bonk.
Let's talk
Bonk
about
looking nice. Bonk up 9%.
now we can talk about Bonk. And that's like the most insane high time frame setup of any large cap that I've seen.
Bonk is getting listed on Binance tomorrow. Is that real, Mike Oxlong?
I think it already is listed on.
I thought it was already on Binance. Maybe not.
It's been top 5 in volume on Coinbase though for the last few days. Retail is coming back and they're buying Bonk. And I have a theory. I have a theory that, you know, what if Bonk is the first major meme coin of this cycle to get listed on Robinhood when everybody expected it to be with Pepe or something else, and it ends up being Bonk. Study crime and study the fact that Bonk was the first major meme coin to get off the mat this cycle anyway. I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
When they dropped the Soul Phone last year, it had like $1,000 of Bonk on it, and that was when it really started running. I guess it kind of started a little bit before that, but
it would be really funny if they had a Soul meme coin without having Soul on Robin. That would be pretty hysterical.
Yeah, how do they not have Soul on Robinhood? That's crazy. They might do that though. I could see them doing that. But yeah, Bonk ran before Whiff, before Pepe, before Popcat. Yeah, it was the first. So,
dude, it is kind of crazy just looking at the Bitcoin chart. Like, I wouldn't mind a little bit of vertical accumulation here. And it's crazy how volatile Bitcoin is, man. Like it's swinging like 1,000 points every 5 minutes. It seems like. I wouldn't mind a little like vertical accumulation, pressure into that high, little like local bull flag, and then once it finally pops, alt's just. I mean, I think it's fair to assume that like Bitcoin dominance is probably going to nuke really soon. I don't know what it looks like today, but I mean, I kind of feel like maybe we'll one more stab up and then Dunzo.
Getting whipsawed real hard.
It is.
Yeah.
One more stab
you're in that zone. Yeah, one more stab up into Ray Lewis, like this zone for sure. I don't really think you get above 62.5, but I think you could come a little bit higher. But this is what we said. We said if Bitcoin's going to go to 80 or 90K, dominance is going to rip, and then you're going to see it roll over. So, yeah. So it's literally that.
This is one of those stairs up, elevator down situations. I believe. I don't think we're going to have a better example of stairs up, elevator down than what we're probably about to see on Bitcoin dominance. I think it could rally a little higher, but when that rotation happens, especially because we started to see some ETH ETF inflows recently. So if that continues, I think you're going to see a major rotation out.
Can you put Bitcoin underneath and see what happened last cycle, like where it peaked and where Bitcoin was at?
I mean, it peaked when Bitcoin was just beginning to rip.
Well, it peaked when Bitcoin put in its first like local top in price discovery, which was like a 2x above the previous high, more or less.
So here was the previous high of 20K. It peaked when Bitcoin hit like, almost 40. So, I feel like you're in this part, right?
Yeah.
And then before that, I don't even know. You can't even really do it before that. I guess that was the 17 top. Yeah. It topped, I guess that was really around the old all-time high too, or after it eclipsed. Here. When it started nuking. Like right in here, really? I guess right in here. 600. Yeah, it was a little more than 2x previous all-time high when it started dropping hard, so. But then that's the thing, like people, you want to call cycle top while dominance is in an uptrend, like, no.
It's never happened.
It's never happened, and it's not going to happen. You need this. Okay, you need dominance in a downtrend, altcoins ripping face, froth. Okay.
And usually when Bitcoin dominance puts in a top, we have about a year left.
A year of meme coin super cycle.
Tommy, we got a super chat for you.
Yes. I think all meme coins going higher. I mean, you're talking about making retail richer. It should have a positive impact on other meme coins, because when retail takes profit, this is something we haven't talked about in a long time. When retail takes profit, guys, they don't take profit into Bitcoin and ETH. They take profit into another meme coin. That's just the circle of meme coin life. No, I think Bonk is one of those tokens that a bunch of people kind of passively hold on Solana at this point. If it goes higher, people will be wealthier, and they'll probably, not just for the effect of like, okay, Bonk, dog coin, I'm going to buy some other dog coins, but also like, okay, I have more money from Bonk. Why not put it into another dog coin that might not have gotten its Robinhood listing, for example? So I do think that WIF would benefit from Bonk getting a Robinhood listing. Absolutely. I think the entire crypto ecosystem would benefit from a new meme coin being listed on Robinhood, quite frankly. It's new attention. Give normies something to talk about and be interested in the space. Think about this. This is something that I was considering last night. What are normies going to say when they see the Bonk guy is up like 200 million in P&L, man?
Wait,
like,
is he still hanging on?
He is
yeah.
hanging on. He's paid about $2 million in funding. I think he's still in the green by like 10 million.
Oh my goodness. What a lunatic, man.
I know.
Complete lunatic.
He's not holding spot, man. That's crazy, man.
Send it so high that Bonk guy is in Forbes. That's what I will say. This guy made 200 million leverage trading meme coins, and you can too.
And you can.
You can too. That's the best marketing ever, man. Is like the crazy leverage trade P&Ls. That's a bull market.
Couple that with the dopamine hit of a meme coin P&L all in one. Normies will love that.
People stop quitting their jobs and saying that they're making 10K a day.
Bro, imagine this. Imagine crashes on CNBC. Oh, that would be so funny, man.
That would be the Shmiko top, man.
I would love to see that. Like they have Crashes Clay on CNBC. talking about Brett. Oh, that'd be epic, bro. That would be so funny. Confirmed that would be the best timeline ever. We lucked out.
I remember in 2018, like the actual top, specifically because XRP one of the last things to run, and that's when I was just getting into crypto. It was like they were literally on CNBC showing you how to buy XRP, and that was like the Pico Schmico top.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you see CNBC like showing you how to buy stuff in crypto, run.
Run. Little Sol ETH mean reversion here. Sol Bitcoin still hanging out.
Hang on. Hear me out.
It's looking a lot like ETH BTC.
Yes. But ETH BTC late last cycle. Just saying.
Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah, I agree, Max.
I mean, I hate to be that guy. I'm just saying.
You mean this?
Tucker, do me a favor, bro. Pull up a second chart to the right. Pull up a second chart to the right of this one. Pull up ETH BTC. So I struggle with this idea because I'm like, yeah, Sol is so hot right now. But when I look at this, I'm like, what if it wouldn't even be like a super bearish prophecy for Sol? It would just be like overwhelmingly bullish for ETH, right? And Bitcoin. But I'm like, I can't unsee that like April 2022 on ETH BTC. It looks so similar, bro. It looks so similar.
Yeah, like you're right. Like here.
And one of the biggest arguments that I think bode to this is it's like consensus across the board that Sol is just going to like outperform every L1 this cycle. It's a little bit of a crowded trade. And when I look at this chart, I'm like, oh man, it looks so similar, bro. It looks everything. Like it's literally a mirror of it. Like even going back further to the left on ETH BTC, Tucker, like that first, like the whole thing, man, everything about it. I hate that I see it. I do, but it's hard to unsee that.
I agree. I think I don't think that holding Sol is a bad thing. Man, maybe Sol Bitcoin does break out from here, right? I mean, we're already seeing Sol USD and Bitcoin USD break out from similar looking market structures that Sol Bitcoin's printing. But it would not surprise me to see Sol underperform Bitcoin from here because it outperformed it to such a great degree to begin the cycle.
See Dorito pushing back, man. Dorito will not allow the Sol FUD, man. He says we're right here.
I think there is kind of something interesting about Sol where like as Sol gets bigger, the meme coin super cycle gets more tangible, and thus there's going to be more dilution of the Solana token. Does that lead to persistent underperformance, or does it just not matter? It might not matter.
I mean, Sol. What if Sol goes to $800, but Bitcoin goes to like 400K and ETH goes to 25K? I mean that. I know it seems weird to say now, but I'm like, that's what, in theory, this chart breaking down would look like in a bull market. So, or Dorito could be right, and we could just be at a massive bull flag and new highs, right?
Well, I guess the story we really want to see is this, right? We just want to see Sol ETH, because like I think we pretty much know what Bitcoin's going to do, right? Bitcoin's going to go higher, and then dominance will fall, and then Sol and ETH will rip. But the question is, which one does better, right? So, I don't hate that. See how I just drew that? You got to have vision to see that. You got to have vision to see those lines right there.
You can't teach that, bro. You can't teach that. No, you were born with that ability, bro.
I mean, I like it. I like it here. I didn't know whether it was going to do this or do this, because this whole little like grind up was so like kind of scary.
Hey, wait, extend that diagonal, Tucker. Extend that diagonal for me. Remove the horizontal you just drew. No. I like the diagonal, the bottom one that you just had.
Oh, the bottom one.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
What
So
from like here?
one more low. Right there. Yeah. I think it. So maybe delete your giant one. I feel like if you lose that, then it's worth a discussion. You know.
Mhm.
But until then,
Yeah, you could even just any of that. If you lose like,
that
I'd
block.
say if you lose like this candle, really it doesn't look great. If you come back in here, I mean, that would be like your kind of last bounce spot, right? Would be like
But again, it's
6.
not even like a bearish thing for the USD valuation. It just means that ETH and Bitcoin are outperforming Sol, which, I mean, Sol has done tremendously well this entire cycle, right? It led off of the bottom, and I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that ETH would eventually dominate for a while. I know everybody wanted to call it dead, and I get it. It looks dead compared to Sol, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Boomers are bidding again, boys. They are bidding again. They are bidding our coins.
Stonks is pumping.
Dude, swag is literally ripping face today.
Wait, where's swag?
Pro.
Oh my god, it's
like
up 88%. All right, we can look at some shit coins.
Study
Ooh.
Will.
Oh
Will.
my god, study
Will.
the outlook, getting the boys in right here. Classic. The classic outlook pattern. Yeah. This wick, I don't know what that is, so ignore that, but
Yeah, stonks ripping.
I agree with this comment. Jack, say
Jack,
something.
say something.
Anything.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Jacket?
I was dealing with the Paul situation because that was very unfortunate. So I got hit on it, obviously. It was basically the team kind of rugging, although they did not, but they basically did because and the sad part is that like everything looked good until like 16 hours ago, and the chart was pretty much ready to go, but they've apparently been loading up on perps in the last 2 days. This is why perps are so dangerous. And they loaded up on perps and announced that they're gonna do a merge to fetch to the artificial super intelligence, whatever, and they which is like okay, but the problem is that you will have to pay a big fee for the merge, and there is a vesting for freaking 180 days, and that's like an entire cycle in crypto, right? So like nobody wants to hold for 180 days, and basically people decided that it's time to dump it. So yeah, once again, a reminder. And the thing is that like a regular buyer, like all of us, cannot do anything about this unless you are a developer or insider. You cannot do anything ahead because like how can you spot this ahead? Again, it was at new highs, fresh new highs yesterday, and today is down like minus 60%. And that sell-off really came in like 1 hour. So yeah, it's
this is
pretty
crime.
stupid.
This is
It's
bad
crime.
It's bad crime.
It's a crime. It's basically devs rugging before the season even started, which is shame. Like we know that devs and VCs are gonna rug at cycle top or like after the cycle top, but like doing it ahead is pretty sad even in crypto terms. And yeah, it was not like a that small coin either. It was at 200 million market cap already, which is pretty decent. It was at one of the top AI coins, and it is what it is. Just crypto things. I suppose that's pretty bullish for memes, right? Because like once again, people will have even more trust issues going forward, and will just put more into memes because memes doesn't promise anything. It's just fair speculation.
That's a prime example of why memes are doing so well this cycle. because most of the supply for meme coins, most of the supply is already fully out there. There's no like unlocks. There's no anything. The fair launch ones are, real equitably distributed amongst people that just bought them on the open market. And people would rather speculate with, there's just less room for people to like really mess it up, So it's just it's a prime example of why people, mainly retail participants that have been around for more than one cycle, or this is their second or third, are just like, I'm just done getting dumped on by idiots. I'm just done with all the scam and manipulation. I'll take my chances with meme coins.
I mean, it happens in meme coins too, right? Like, we gotta be fair, but yeah, it's just crypto, right? Like, if you want serious stuff, then you gotta be in stocks, which we are too. I definitely am, but yeah, in crypto, this is unfortunately still a normal even nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I have a new rule of thumb with AI coins.
The only I would only add to that this is something I've been preaching for a long time. The only hedge against this is diversification, because you cannot do anything about this. This could be any coin, really. Like, I was thinking about this, and it was like even Luna, right? Luna was in billions last cycle and still did this, but it was a rare event. It was due to its algorithmic structure, but like, and it so like there is less risk if you trade coins that are in billions of valuations, if they are top 100, but it can still happen to those.
I have a new rule of thumb with AI coins, guys. If I can understand the fundamentals of the project, I probably shouldn't be buying it. Because I have no idea what Tau does, and it's been the best performing AI coin of the cycle.
Guys, this is your bid spot on Pepe, man. This is mega demand. I'll Venmo you, Max. Mega demand.
10 cents.
Right here.
You owe me 10 cents from the other day too.
I know. I'll send you 20. Mega demand right here. Value area high, golden pocket. I can't believe Pepe went to 1.5 in the middle of the night, too. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Did it really?
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just a shame with all these VCs, man. They just continuing to drive people away. On another note, 611 people watching on YouTube, 250 likes.
Ooh, no, that's not going to do.
That's less than half of you didn't take 1 second to hit the like button.
I'm done with this shit, man. Pull up the soybeans. I've had it. I've had it, Tucker. Like, I've had it, man. Soybeans paired against cotton candy. That's what we're doing.
That's too entertaining.
Because I'm sitting on a lot of soybeans right now, and I need to know if I should swap them into cotton candy or not.
There it is.
What can you tell me about my cotton candy position?
So you are holding cotton candy?
I got a lot of cotton candy right now.
Okay, well,
I'm sitting on like a ton, literally like a ton by weight, 2,000 pounds of cotton candy sitting in my living room right now.
Well, it looks a little.
And I've got someone calling me that says, "Hey, I got some soybeans if you want to make a trade," and I need to know if I should take it or not.
Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. I don't think you take it. I think soybeans are gonna roll over against cotton candy.
So the guy's trying to grift on me. He's trying to trap me right now.
I mean, this chart is down only. Cotton candy is clearly a store of value. So, yeah.
You wouldn't understand. No. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
It's over for the soy boys.
We got a super chat here, man. Join BB Premium Gold. Amazing so far. Would you guys recommend rotating profits from Doge into Pepe or something else? I am getting real close to swapping my Doge trade. So we aped Doge at Louis got in at like 10 cents. I got in at 15. So I'm up like a little over 2x on it. I am very, very close to swapping it into Pepe, more Pepe, but I'm not quite ready. So I will update you. If you have my alerts on in the Discord, I will update you when I do that. But I'm getting very, very close.
There's
Very
your
close.
Pepe. Wow, look at the TA we were doing back here, man. Oh my god.
Study that. Tucker, do me a favor. Draw some mega demand. You get a free pass here because we got a super chat. But you have
This
my
is
permission.
Pepe Doge.
Draw
yes.
some mega demand right there. Yeah, so that high.
I was gonna say this.
And then bring it back to that first high right there. Yeah. So I think you could sweep that low right there.
This one.
You could maybe sweep that low, tag mega demand, and then Pepe should go back to outperforming the rest of the cycle.
Yep. See ya.
Brother, I didn't sell.
Can't believe
squat yesterday, bro. What you waffling about?
Max is the only reason that Andy closed green yesterday, so you need to calm down in the chat. How do I bridge from Bitcoin to soybeans? Well, you'll need a Chase Bank to do that. Sell Doge by Brett. I wonder what Doge Brett looks like.
I think selling Doge into any of the boys club is a good move.
This is Doge over Brett. So.
But Brett would be my last choice, if I'm being honest.
Louis. Let's see Doge Wolf.
You need to do Wolf Doge, bro.
Why? It's the same thing.
Yeah, but
all right, let me do this.
I mean, yeah, but
let's do Wolf. Wolf Doge in capitulation.
I could see it sweeping all those lows or holding that mega demand right down there. Yeah.
I mean, it is just a massive range.
Yeah, I mean, the time is...
You showed something that looked like this morning.
Why does it look like ETH BTC, man? It looks like ETH BTC because Wolf is levered ETH and Doge is like Bitcoin. That's funny. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. 87. Back to 87. I want to see these altcoins. I mean, we already see some starting to send, but I want to see our boys club start sending while Bitcoin does this. Yeah, it's like a select few. Bonk, GME, Doge, Green, Drip Swag, Alpha Moo Green. Interesting.
Degen's doing well too.
Is it?
It's like 50%. Yeah.
Jeez. Are they gonna bring Degen Chain back? I got some money in there that could be revived. That would be lovely.
Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
Louis, come on now. It was like a 3-day Degen season. It was one weekend.
1 weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this one because it's on Coinbase, so it's got to have some insider cabal type stuff going on. So they'll likely pump it.
How do we feel about Miggles?
Dude, I thought about this coin a few weeks ago, and I was like, I wonder if he still holds Mr. Miggles.
It's a Coinbase insider, big time. Let me see.
They don't really pump their coin as hard as others.
Other crime organizations, yeah. Other organizations. Yeah, I mean, you just have to hope for the Coinbase pump. You'd have to hope they list it, really. Doesn't look terrible, but What else? Michi,
man.
what's Michi doing? Oh,
Cat coins are kind of lagging behind right now.
yeah, but it's up a lot. It's up a
It is
lot.
a lot.
Good chart. Good chart, in my opinion. Beauty. Yeah, there it is.
What about Goat? I guess we do have another AI coin that's not named Tal.
Goat hit a Billy.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
That's wild.
I wonder if, yeah, I guess this is the best DEX chart you can get, but yeah, it tagged a billion. Did indeed tag a billion. That's crazy, bro. I had this thing at 20 mil. Oh, and I sold it too early.
The one that got away.
I was
There are a
watching
lot of cycles.
Trader Main like fumbled like $6 million worth of peanut.
Did he?
Yeah,
Well, Peanut got the Binance listing pump, so
yeah,
hard to have foreseen, but
yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Probably fumble a lot more wealth this cycle.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Goat looks good. I mean, the AI stuff probably continues. Like, I don't know why I would really stop at this point.
What's Tao doing today? I mentioned it like 4 times.
Looks like all AI tokens took a hit on that announcement.
What is this really? Yeah, this is Tao. What was that? I do not recall.
No, the
Wait,
drop,
no.
the drop
Yeah.
actually happened ahead of it, so it
There it
wasn't due to it. But all AI tokens dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
But fair to say that they've been pushing hard a lot in the past few days. So lots of them been up like 100%. So not a big of a deal, just normal crypto things.
Yeah, I forgot about the Moodang comeback.
Moodang.
It came back from the dead. It went down to 60 mil and then back to 500. Like that. Yeah, this whole bleed was crazy. I thought about it at one point,
too.
But
I considered it.
Yeah, I considered it also. It's a cute hippo. I'm not gonna lie, but
just
grown men talking about investing.
investing in hippo coins.
I
But the
considered it.
hippo
It's a
is
cute
cute.
hippo.
It's cute. Wreaking havoc.
The world we live in, guys. You can't make this up.
No, you
But the
can't.
hippo is cute, Max.
Yeah. I mean, it is cute.
Look at this guy. I'm up 10x the membership fee since joining last week. Study Aaron.
It's Aaron.
I don't know what people are waiting for, man. Dude, Terminal is coming together so nice too, man.
I know.
It's so quick now.
Digital Beanie Babies. That's a good point.
What? Meme coins?
These coins, yeah. These
I like the explanation Good Alexander had where he was basically comparing them to Pokemon cards.
Oh, I could see that. Well, you know, Beanie Babies are pretty expensive now too, Tommy.
Again?
Yeah, I think so.
I know that was originally like a big bubble, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Beanie Babies. Do they have a stock?
No.
No way.
No shot.
No. Who makes Beanie Babies?
They really want Fartcoin, man. They really want Fartcoin.
Jesus.
Just more grown men talking about investing.
Dude, the Solana meme coins are crazy how they trade, dude. They just go straight up in a straight line. It's ETH coins don't do this. It's wild.
ETH coins are like way less efficient.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what is this? Is this at 150 mil? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. 200 mils here, 1618 on log. I would be careful around that area, and then if you get through it after, I would expect this, guys. I would expect this. I would expect this, and then this, and then that. Okay, so 850 after 200, after like a pretty nasty pullback, probably. What did this guy? I was able to buy Andy every month at the bottom. Got in like X3. Wanted to know if you've heard of Oscar. Gosh, I can't do it. I can't do that.
Have you heard about my shitcoin?
Yeah, you heard about that? I'm sorry.
Tommy Puppet's having a nice day.
Yes,
Big
they
day.
are.
Someone scooping.
Bitcoin beta.
I mean, it's the premier Bitcoin beta. It's like Doge and Puppets right now.
Yeah, let's look at this candle. Oh man.
Dude. So it was a drain. It was a confirmed. It was
Some
a
guy
drain.
put out a tweet and said that he clicked on a link and it installed a malware on his computer, and then
a Zoom link. By the way.
yeah, I mean, you kind of have to just take it at face value. Like people can. I mean, I feel like he would have been better off saying nothing unless it's true. You know, I don't think people like knew it was him.
No, I think what he's saying is real, because the guy clipped out 6 mil and got 2.5 out of it, and the guy who tweeted that has been like, he's been in Giga since like here, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think he would sell like that at all. Like, I really don't.
Dude, people full stack jeeting these
Yeah.
meme coins. I'm like, you are costing yourself gazillions the way that you do it.
Oh,
Like they
my
just,
God.
we need to educate people on what slippage
Yes.
is.
Yes.
It's like they don't know what slippage is. Like even if you hacked someone's wallet and you're sitting on 6 million of Giga, twop it out over 2 weeks if you're gonna steal the money. Like be a smart hacker. You were
Yeah.
smart enough to hack them. You know, like why are you dumping like such an idiot?
You just lost out on like 4 mil, like for no reason.
This is what I never understand.
Yeah.
Maybe he was scared that the moment he will start selling, someone will notice and they will front run him. I don't know.
I mean,
Just
you're smart enough to install a malware to hack someone's wallet. Like, come on now. Like, it has to be adrenaline. Like, you're just stupid.
What do you think happens to the chart now that he sold so much and it got?
Look at Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, because that's
Yeah.
kind of the best example. Because someone dumped like 2% of the ticker Bitcoin.
Oh, it's not.
Can you not even see it on here? Go to it on chain.
Bitcoin.
How much percentage of the supply was it for Giga?
I don't know. This was the wick on Harry Potter, and then it just.
I
And
feel
then
like
it put
in
it
these
this way.
conditions, I feel like they can recover just fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like end of cycle, you're cooked, you know. But I
Yeah.
feel like they'll be fine right now.
The people causing these wicks have been in for a long time. Have been probably in since like 2023. So. Yeah, I don't know. This chart is was never gonna look that great anyways.
You know
Like,
what's kind of epic about this dump though is the guy full stack cheated, shorted on perps, and then swapped all the money into wrapped Bitcoin. Bought 50 Bitcoin right before the recent pump.
Yeah,
that was coordinated.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm sorry for the community that got dumped on you. Obviously, that's not fun, but it was kind of cool to see him just immediately swap into Bitcoin. It's like, all right, that's the end all goal is like you ride your meme coins and you denominate in Bitcoin. You know,
just hold your Bitcoin forever now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought, and I usually would never, ever, ever quote this man, but Andrew Tate had a great comment about it yesterday.
grown men talking about investing. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, it was an interesting perspective that I hadn't really considered. To kind of like frame the next year of price action. What do you swap your Bitcoin to? At a certain point, it becomes like you hold Bitcoin specifically because it's a better alternative to store value than fiat currency. So like, where are you selling Bitcoin? And if you are selling it, like, what are you selling it into? And I think that
Yeah, it's
that's
worthless.
probably a question that people are going to have to ask themselves as Bitcoin rapidly appreciates.
Yeah. The only alternative is SPX, but SPX, given how long it's been with us, will keep on yielding 10%, right? And BTC, given that it's still in its adoption phase, now it's more for like adoption for nations and institutions, but still an adoption phase, then it can still keep providing outperforming returns until then. I think maybe in like 10 years, BTC will probably start yielding the same results yearly, like SPX.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, because
I guess it
we
depends on
actually
if it's going to trade like a commodity or as a stock, 5 to 10
yeah.
years down the line.
We actually have evidence on this, because if you look at the performance of gold and SPX, then they both yield 10% yearly on a long enough time frame.
Mm-hmm.
But they do move at the different times, so that's a question if SPX and Bitcoin will be moving at the same time or differently, just like SPX and gold are. But both are yielding 10%. When Louis mutes himself, the noise is gone.
You mean the notification?
No, there was some background noise before, and now it's gone.
Do we think Bitcoin's going to tag 90K here soon? It got really, really close. And also, if you were to pull up Terminal, there's a really big liquidation level. Yeah, I can pull it up here. I think I got to share my screen. Let's see here. So I think it was like the 12-hour maybe. Yeah, look at that level, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
big level.
We're coming for that.
Yeah, big time. What is that? Right above 90?
It's at 90.6.
That's happening. Like,
there's 34 million in liquidations right there.
Yeah, like maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
It's gonna get tagged though.
Look at that level, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean,
study the terminal first of all.
I mean, it looks pretty curled up here, man. Let's see what funding's at. Funding's coming down. That's good.
Very good.
I think this is gonna end up being like the after we had that big candle in I think it was November. Bitcoin just started chopping higher. People kept saying it would rinse, and then eventually spot came in and lifted it. People kept buying. I mean, maybe altcoins get flushed more than Bitcoin, but I'm not really expecting too much downside from Bitcoin, at least not too much more than we've already seen off these local highs.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really about like, is the demand exceeding supply, right?
I mean,
It's
look at
so
the
then.
spot. Look at the spot. Like, look at this, guys. Like, spot has been bidding this entire move up. Like, here's spot CBD. It's been moving up aggressively the entire time, man. That's really healthy.
Funding came down a lot, actually.
Yeah, look at that.
Still green, but
Still green, but I mean, basically reset.
yeah, it's a decently healthy profile, I think.
Oh, Haggard Super Sniper. Look at it.
The bottom, absolute bottom tick. Oh, it doesn't get any better. If you guys are using this, given we're in a bull market, I would probably just pay attention to the green arrows and not the red ones, if I'm being honest. So there's the alpha with it. But as you can see, the bottom was indeed sniped. Look at all those. Oh, man. The agger's going crazy, bro.
Guys, there's a comment about CPI tomorrow. What do you think of this?
Don't care. It's going to be nice and easy. Economic data, don't care.
I just don't think
that'll be fine.
economic data. I don't think we're going to get any straightforward economic data until at least after we have a new president inaugurated.
Probably not even then, Tommy.
Probably not. Then. I mean, there's really no reason to care about economic data until it gives you a reason to do so, right? And until we see like a shift in some of the current macro trends, something like inflation going higher. You know, I feel like it's just kind of noise. People hedge into it, and we'll probably, you know, if people hedge into it, we're going to get lifted out of it because people will close hedges when they realize that nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do also think this, like, CPI from higher time frame stand matters only as far as trend goes. And the releases on there. So what I mean with that, right? So you like have a really high CPI and then it suddenly starts going down. Well, that's good for the longer term, or vice versa, right? If it's rising. But like the actual number, the release doesn't really matter, especially now when it's low again. Doesn't matter that much because it's kind of like norm, it's priced in, and we do not, like, there are no reasons to expect somehow really different CPI release than usual. Obviously, you know, the day of the release will be used as a liquidity injection into the market, and yeah, as Tommy said, you know, that there is hedging around it, and after the release the hedges close and so forth. But like, it's not like, hey, number is this, that means that we are going up. It's not like that.
What do you got here, Max? Finance spot. Spot to perps premium. Finally back in the green. You might even have to go higher time frame. Study that. Oh my god.
I mean, realistically, man, you're just coming out of this.
Mm-hmm.
How does this premium compare to previous all-time high breaks?
I don't know how much data. Well, yeah, I guess
we really don't have much data, but I do think that it's worth noting.
Where was the all-time high break? 20K.
I think this is the lowest premium on perps we've had on any all-time high breakout.
Data's kind of weird here on the daily. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think you can take into account like 2017 because it wasn't nearly as liquid of a market as other cycles. But
I feel like derivatives data just becomes like obsolete when you get into a new cycle. It's Just the conditions are too different.
Just look at 25K breakout. That's all you need, man. You're at 30. You're at 35K right now. That's all you need to know. Yeah, you're at 35K.
Spot just came in.
The boomers, they're here. They finally arrived with force.
I like the Avengers.
The boomers are charging.
They know how to bid.
It's all they know how to do, Louis. They don't know how to sell. All they do is bid. That's it.
It's a simple life, but
It ain't much, but it's honest work, Tommy. I mean, I don't even know what to look at right now. I think Bitcoin looks pretty damn good here. We need to see a little mean reversion in our altcoins, but
Well, everyone was hating on XRP yesterday. Today is breaking probably the 7-year downtrend.
oh my goodness. I'm gonna need to see a lot more until I can really get behind that, Jackus.
Can you put in the but by that time it's too late, right? Like
I know. Well, hopefully not, right? Hopefully you would break these highs and still have a long way to go. But what?
I mean, you do have a long way to go, but then the exponential returns and the opportunity is gone, in my opinion. The index chart, because it gives you the 2017 high.
What is it? USDT or no? That's market cap.
Just crypto USD.
But
And
what?
the index.
This one's spot crypto.
I suppose could do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on log. Go from that 2017 high.
What do you mean go from?
Take a line, diagonal line from the high. Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty damn sendy, man. If you just think about like the retail coins of previous cycles, you have Doge and XRP kind of in the same basket, where Doge is your normie, very easily accessible meme coin, and XRP is like bag holder central,
Bag holder central, that's right.
And you kind of have the perfect catalyst for it to pump, honestly.
Yep.
The catalyst has always been and still is closing the SEC case. I think that, and I've said this many times, this is the only time it can run. The only time. If it's not this cycle, it will never run.
Yeah.
And it must be right now with the SEC getting hammered, right? Trump said that he's going to fire Gary Gensler and he's going to establish for crypto legislation and SEC chairman. And if this, before, it's as simple as this. XRP has always been number 2 market cap coin. Number 2. It's been on pair with ETH. And since the SEC case, which is the big dump at the end of 2020, it was just stuck because of it. And the bet is that if this case gets finally closed, then it should reprice back to ETH market cap.
What is the market cap right now?
Of what?
XRP.
It's like 35. 35 bill.
Why isn't this loading?
And ETH's like pushing 400?
Yeah, ETH is pushing 400, and the all-time high for ETH is 550.
Yeah, they could hit that this cycle. Easy for XRP.
Come on now.
XRP didn't donate it to Kamala. It was actually the ex-CEO, Chris Larson, and it was so fucking cringe.
My trading view's cooked, man. I don't know what it's doing.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure they also donated to Trump as well.
Here's the thing. It
But
is
it's
time to
not
end the
loading.
show.
There you go. There you go.
So Tommy, take us out.
It is time for the end of the show. All right, guys. Well, like Max has up, the BB terminal, that is a product that we have been working very hard on. And well, it's not completed yet, but we're going to continue adding new features to it. But we are extremely excited about it. It is a best-in-class product, guys. And I'm going to continue to say, like, by the end of the cycle, this is going to be your go-to tool, right? Whether or not you are a more active trader, right? And that can vary from lower time frame to high time frame. We have something that will cater for you regardless, right? I love derivatives data. I'm spending a lot of time on the BB terminal looking at things like open interest, funding rates, and of course heat maps so that I know where liquidity is present. Maybe you're more long-term in your mindset, you use the DCA calculator. I think these are exceptional tools, and soon we're even going to cater towards degens as well, replacing some of the tools that you will use every single day. So by the end of the cycle, I'm going to continue to reiterate, this will be your go-to tool for markets and how to navigate them, especially because not only is it best in class, has amazing data syndication and aggregation, but it will also have kind of a different tool for every different section of the market. As Max has said before, there is no one way to conquer crypto, and I think the BB terminal is a great I don't know why the word is leaving me right now, but it's a great example of that idea. And we were nice enough to package the BB terminal for you guys with our Discord, which we spend about 4 or 5 hours every single day on calls with our subscribers. That's not hyperbole. That is real. We love to cook, not just on Market Check, but also for them on those live streams that we host 15 minutes before New York open, and of course 15 minutes before New York close as well. So maybe you want to see our or maybe you want to hear our voices all day, or get our positions, our intimate thoughts on the market, irrespective of what you hear on Market Check. This is the best way to do that, guys. And like I said, we were nice enough to package it together with the BB terminal, so you can get your go-to tool for this cycle with your go-to community, and of course hopefully your go-to alpha as well, all packaged together in one. Maybe you want all of that, maybe you don't. We do have other options for you as well. Maybe you're not interested in sitting in the calls in the terminal. Maybe you're not as actively managing your portfolio, but you love the team and you think that we do a great job doing it for you. Well, we have a solution for you, and that is BB Wealth Management, which is our SEC registered hedge fund, guys. We've been absolutely crushing it in the month of November. So maybe it's been a little bit harder for you here over these last few months. And like I said, you want the team to manage your money for you. This is a great option for you. And we do have more information linked in the description below. We like to manage our fund in a way that captures crypto's asymmetric history for upside returns while balancing the downside risks posed in any financial market. So check that out if you are interested in becoming an accredited investor or LP. We do have more information linked in the description below the video. Of course, you are running out of time to hone your educational base or reach trading level mastery before this market goes truly fully risk on. I mean, altcoins are, like Bitcoin's it's already happened for majors, or happening for majors as we speak. Altcoins, they're on the cusp. You are running out of time. We were nice enough to provide you guys with alpha from basically the entire team and how we conquer these markets in different ways. And as I said about 2 minutes ago, there are a lot of different ways to do that, a lot of ways to approach this market and ultimately make money. And obviously, every single member of the team has very different approach to trading and investing in general. So make sure to check out the BB Academy as well. Truly invaluable insights that can be gained. And we are even nice enough to throw in a few free courses. We're pretty nice people, I think, with these deals, I got to say. But if you enjoyed Market Check today, we'll be back for another episode tomorrow morning. We are live 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our usual start. That is our usual start time whenever the New York Stock Exchange is open, Monday through Friday. And of course, in the afternoons, we also have King Wabi as well with Market Talk, and that is hosted through our Because Bitcoin Twitter account. So make sure to follow both Wabi and the Because Bitcoin account so you can be notified not just when we schedule those spaces ahead of time, but of course also when we go live. But that's it from us, guys. We hope that you enjoyed the show today. Market kind of cooling off a little bit after a 10K candle yesterday on Bitcoin. That's still kind of hard to believe, and how almost like normal it feels to have a candle that big. But I'm sure we'll talk about it more in depth throughout the week. Thank you guys again, as always. And of course, stay safe.